Welcome to TechView.com, your solution providers. This is Abhishek, and today we're going to be working on the spot tool in Adobe Lightroom. So one of the most important features of this spot tool in Lightroom is that it is much more faster and much more efficient, and it has many more functions and features than the spot tool in the Photoshop. Furthermore, in this version of the spot tool, we get just more than removing spots. As you can see, we have two options, clone and heal, and depending on what we want, we can either clone a particular area with another area, as you can see, or we can choose heal, which gives us a softer and an easier approach to our image. As you can see, on choosing heal, this gives us a freedom to make sure any corrections or any other portions that we want to select from a particular image, and the Lightroom actually selects this portion automatically by its own, based on its own principles and algorithms. So let's just undo that. And first of all, as you can see, by naked eyes it is pretty hard to spot minute spots in the image, because when we take a printout, the image actually gets distorted because of these spots. And for that, actually there is a special tool which is made more efficient and accessible in Lightroom, which is the visualize spot over here, and this actually turns our whole image into black and white. Now, these spots are not easily visible when using without the visual spots tool over here, and these spots, these minute things that go unnoticed, are actually a big trouble, because when you print out an image, this actually makes the quality of the image bad, and these spots become more relevant in such cases. For zooming in, we're gonna press space and click on the spots that we want to see more clearly, and then keep pressing space to drag out. Furthermore, we can increase the opacity and other functions to make sure that we clearly and properly see these parts from the rest of the background. So as you can see, these spots are not, of course, easily visible, because we won't be able to stop them so much clearly, but the visualize spot tool over here makes this much more easier. Now, using the spot tool and making sure that the heal spot tool is selected, we're going to decrease our brush size by either choosing the brackets or the cursor of the mouse, and then we're going to simply let Photoshop decide, or we can either make changes by ourselves. Actually, the Photoshop makes a bad choice only in complex cases like removing objects, which we'll discuss in just a few minutes. So let's get on with this. And as you can see, we can select multiple spots very easily. And actually, we can make sure that we turn on the visualize spots tool, because that makes our search much more easier and faster. This just makes our process fast, and it also helps with any other problem or issues in the image, or any other minor adjustment that we want to do. As you can see, this is a much great way to fix minute changes in picture. We can also do this in Photoshop, but the Lightroom makes it much easier because of the accessibility and the other tools that it provides. Now, as you can see, to remove or fix or heal the spots that are in a row and that cannot be done by simply clicking on the spots, we just have to press on the starting and drag it like painting over the options, and this will give Photoshop an idea that we want to remove the complete portion of the image, and then we can simply press enter to see how good an effect our Photoshop has Lightroom has created for us. We can see this effect further by choosing another picture, like, so that was basically our spot tool. Now there is much more to this tool except just spot healing, and as you can see, if we select the clone and select over particular area over here like this simply removes all the minute details that we want, and we can paint over this portion too. And as you can see, this gives us a pretty good, not exact and accurate, but pretty great selection, as you can see. Furthermore, even some complex cases like this one can be easily handled if we just make sure that our softness and feather is of a good size. We can just paint over any portion that we want to remove and let Lightroom do the magic. As you can see, we have increased the feather a lot. If we decrease it furthermore, then the Lightroom makes sure that no other portion is visible from the original image. As you can see, this gives us a pretty much perfect selection. So that was our spot tool in Lightroom. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.